Family is the first place where we learn how to love, pause, and also the place where loving can feel the most difficult. It is where life begins, before we can speak, before we can walk, before we understand what is right or wrong, winning or losing. All we know, soft pause, is that there are people who choose to love us even before we become anyone at all. We grow up in those arms, in simple meals shared together, in familiar voices calling us home each afternoon, in everyday worries that only begin to make sense once we are older. Family is where we learn our very first lessons about love, pause, and yet, it is also where we hurt one another most easily, because we assume those closest to us will understand, because we believe they will never leave, and so we allow ourselves to say words we would never say to anyone else. Some wounds within a family are not born from cruelty, but from clumsiness in how love is expressed. Parents love their children in the only ways they know, but sometimes they forget to listen to what their children truly need. Children long to be understood, yet often don't know how to speak what is hidden in their hearts. And quietly, almost without notice, a distance begins to grow, soft on the surface, but deep inside. Family is not difficult to love because love is missing. Gentle pause. It is difficult because each person carries their own unspoken pain. When we pause and look at our loved ones with deeper understanding, we begin to see something different. Behind harsh words, there is often worry. Behind long silences, there is fear. Fear of being hurt once more. Love within a family does not need to be grand. It does not need to be perfect. Sometimes, it is enough to simply sit down and allow each other to finish one sentence. Sometimes, it is enough to ask, softly and sincerely, "Have you been tired lately?" A family does not need to be flawless. Pause. It only needs to be gentle enough to avoid causing more pain. And if today you cannot love fully, begin with kindness. Be kind to parents who are growing older each day. Be kind to children who are still learning how to grow. And be kind to yourself, because none of us were ever taught how to love perfectly from the start. Family is the place we return to when the outside world becomes too heavy. And it is also where we learn the greatest lesson of all. Love is not about being right or wrong. It is about choosing to understand and choosing to care again and again. Long pause to the very end.